Namaskar students, welcome again to Essential Electrical. In today's lecture we are going to discuss about the Stockbridge Damper. Now the first question will be, what is the Stockbridge Damper? So when there is a heavy wind is going to flow in your transmission line, there will be some vibration of your conductor, and to damp out this oscillation or the vibration we may use Stockbridge damper in transmission line, and we are going to discuss about Stockbridge damper in today's lecture. So let's get this lecture started. Now before going to start the discussion on Stockbridge damper, let me give you the brief introduction to different kind of vibration in overhead transmission line. So the vibration that has been developed in overhead transmission line is three types of vibration. The first is a simple swinging action, and that can be naturally damped out. That why we cannot use any kind of damper to damp out such kind of oscillation. The second is echoline vibration, which is having the high frequency as well as high amplitude, and the third is dancing and galloping of your conductor, which is having also the low frequency but having the high amplitude. Okay, so these two kind of vibrations are very much there in case of we have to use dampers to damp out the oscillation or the vibrations. So if we talk about the echoline vibration, which is having the frequency of 5 to 40 hertz, if we talk about the amplitude, that will be 2 to 5 centimeter, which is going to be very higher, and with a loop length of 1 to 10 meters. So such kind of oscillations are generally formed due to the low wind. Okay, low wind velocity. So when the velocity of wind is very low, in that case we will notice such kind of oscillation in transmission line. The second is your dancing and galloping of your conductor, which is having the low frequency but amplitude will be very higher. So we have to use damper to damp out such kind of oscillations. So this kind of oscillation will be there when there is a high wind condition. Okay, so velocity of the wind will be higher. So if you notice that in case of desert, your velocity of your wind will be very higher. So if the transmission towers are passing through your desert or somewhere around the desert, there will be heavy wind flow. So we have to use some kind of dampers to damp out the oscillations. So for that we can use three types of measures. The first one is we can use light anchor clamp, which is having low inertia. The second is we can use armor rods, and third we can use damper to absorb the vibration. Now majority of the time to damp out the oscillation we use damper, especially Stockbridge dampers. But the Stockbridge damper is having higher price. Initial cost of Stockbridge damper is going to be higher, but maintenance cost is very low. Also one kind of other damper is known as a bed type dampers. Generally in India many of transmission line is having bed type dampers, and the maintenance cost in that is very higher, but the initial cost is very low. Okay, in today's lecture we are only going to focus on Stockbridge damper. So here you can see the snapshot of Stockbridge damper. The conductor is going to be passed through this clamp. This clamp is associated with another wire, and we are also having two hollow weights. So it consists of two hollow weights. Here you can see it is made up of galvanized iron. These hollow weights are jointed with the help of flexible steel cable with suitable conductor attachment at the middle point. Okay, so this clamp is used to connect your steel wire and your ACSR conductor. Now these weights are made up of galvanized iron, and this clamp is made up of aluminum alloy, and this steel cable is going to be having stranded wire, and which is having high tensile strength. Okay. Now this damper protect the conductor from echoline vibration, also the galloping or the dancing in your conductor, and it also keep your bending strain at all point of the conductor within the same limit. Okay, so this will be the function of your damper. If let's say we are having a one tower is right here and another tower is right here, so each span having two dampers. So let's say this is first tower, this is second tower. So one damper is going to be here, one damper is going to be here. So each span has two dampers, one at each end. Okay. So let's say there is a double circuit tower. In that case, there will be multiple damper will be there. Okay. Now let us understand how the damper is going to damp out this oscillations, because we are talking that the function of damper is to damp out the oscillation which is generated due to the wind pressure. How it does so? So Stockbridge dampers can protect our system by converting your one kind of energy into another kind of energy. So the energy that is absorbed by your conductor from the wind, so let's say your wind is flowing in such direction and there will be oscillation and vibration in your conductor. So that energy is going to flow from this clamp to this wire to this hollow weights. Now your hollow weights is such kind of material which used to absorb heat very easily. So your wind energy is going to be converted into heat, and that heat is going to be dissipated at your weights. So in such a way your vibration can be dissipated by converting into heat, and this heat is absorbed, or we can say dissipated, by your weights. Now this amplitude of vibration is contained and it cannot going to be increased in such cases. So it is going to be damp out the oscillation and your conductor will be steady as before. Because let me show you one video which consists of such kind of operation. So here you can see your conductor is moving, and at the same time this Stockbridge dampers are installed with your conductor. These vibrations are going to be converted into heat, and this heat is going to be passed through this clamp to this steel wires to this your hollow weights, and that is why you can see there will be some less vibration in your conductor right now. So in such a way this Stockbridge damper are used to damp out the oscillations. Okay, so I hope you understand the working of Stockbridge damper. Now let us discuss how we can optimize the performance of your Stockbridge damper. So in order to do that, we have to make your perfect location for your damper. Also, one thing I want to just introduce, one is a spacer. What is the function of spacer? Because when there will be vibration in your conductor, there will be possibility that two conductors come in contact with each other. That is why we are using spacer. You will see such kind of spacer in transmission lines. Okay. So how we can optimize the location of your damper? So optimization of location of damper is the location at which the given damper or whatever the damper which we have erected already in a transmission line protect the maximum span length for given tension. Okay, so that will be the main criteria, that our damper protect the maximum span length of our given tension. Okay, so that the strain at any span remains below the safe value, and the safe value is generally around 150 microns. So throughout the frequency range of our interest. Okay, so in that way we can optimization the location of your damper. Generally whenever your tower body is there, your damper is going to be located near your tower body. Let's say there is one tower here, one tower is going to be here, your conductor is passing right here, so there will be no point of putting your Stockbridge damper right here. Okay, because maximum tension will be there around the tower. All the equipments, all the insulators, arc horns, okay, all the spacers, your transmission towers, its cross arm, all the mechanical part or electrical parts are going to be, all the equipments are going to be connected at the tower only. Okay, so maximum protection should be provided at the tower, and that is why we should put our Stockbridge damper which is nearer to tower. Sometimes we need to move the location around the tower, but we cannot put our Stockbridge damper at the middle of your transmission line. Okay, let's say this tower 1 and tower, so we cannot put in between 1 and 2. Okay, we have to put it somewhere nearer to your tower. So this is all about the Stockbridge damper, how it works and what should be the location of your Stockbridge damper. If you have any doubt, you can tell me in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed my channel, click the subscribe button, give the big thumbs up to this video, and please share this video to your friends. Thank you so much. See you guys next time.